At the beginning of the story, we are told that the world is full of dangerous dungeons, many of which are untouched and nearly impossible to enter. The protagonist, Noir Stalgia, is the third son of a low-ranking noble family, a baronet. After graduating from school, he decides to work as a librarian, but on his first day, his father apologizes because Noir lost his job due to the actions of a higher-ranked noble family. Noir's family lacks the power to oppose decisions from more powerful nobles, but Noir doesn't blame his father. Noir's sister, Alice, angry at the injustice, suggests Noir take the Hero Academy entrance exam. Though unsure of his abilities, Noir agrees to try. While walking alone, Noir is approached by Emma Brights, a childhood friend and daughter of a wealthy baron. Initially happy to work with Noir as a librarian, Emma is disappointed when she learns that Noir's job was taken by a noble's son. Noir possesses the rare sage skill, granting him vast knowledge, but each time he uses it, he experiences intense headaches. Emma suggests that to alleviate the pain, Noir should kiss her, as a legendary sage named Merlin used a kiss to relieve similar headaches. After kissing Emma, Noir tries his sage skill again, and the sage advises him to become stronger quickly by exploring a hidden dungeon. Noir sets off to the dungeon, where he finds a legendary adventurer, Olivia Servant, chained and trapped for 200 years.
生きてますよね。
Olivia offers Noir all her skills in exchange for company. Noir inherits skills such as creator, giver, and editor, which allow him to create, share, and modify skills, but they require life points LP. LP can be replenished through pleasurable activities, but if it runs out, Noir will die. Noir trains by using his new skills in the dungeon and gains LP by physical contact with his sister, Alice. The next day, Emma suggests Noir create a skill called Judge's Eye to analyze living creatures and objects, which costs 300 LP. After obtaining enough LP, Noir creates the skill and uses it on Emma, reducing her back pain by shrinking her chest. She is shocked by this change, and Noir agrees to return her to normal. During the Hero Academy entrance exam, students must collect monster materials in teams of 3. Though initially dismissed because of his low-ranking noble status, Noir is joined by Emma, who quit her job to help him, and Leonore Bluon, another student who begrudgingly teams up with Noir. Noir decides to explore a dungeon to collect materials, where he faces a deadly level 99 Dead Ripper. After a challenging battle, Noir defeats it and earns valuable materials.
LP200 も使ってしまった。ガンが半端ない。LP が減ってやるしかないんだ。LP を100。君開けるよ。一番食い手のあるやつを。
The next day, Noir's team wins with 128,000 points, the highest in Academy history. Though happy to pass, Noir worries about the high cost of tuition. Despite his family's joy at his success, Noir will have to find a way to pay for his education on his own, as his father has little money. Olivia advises Noir to defeat rare monsters in the dungeon and sell them, but Noir prefers to keep a low profile. He even gives up his achievement of defeating the Dead Ripper to Lenore, a higher-ranked noble, to avoid suspicion. Olivia then suggests Noir become an adventurer. When Noir visits the guild, he is initially intimidated by the guild master but is warmly welcomed by Lola, the receptionist. Lola explains the guild's registration system to Noir, assuring him that his skills will be kept confidential. Under her spell, Noir lists all his skills, but Lola doubts their authenticity. To verify, she challenges him to touch a special book that reveals the skills of anyone who touches it and will give him a present if it was true. Noir accepts, and when his skills are confirmed, Lola, in a Sunere manner, gave the present. She lifts her skirt and apologizes to Noir. This interaction boosts Noir's LP. Now officially an adventurer with an E rank, Noir's first quest is to catch a rare rainbow grasshopper. Despite the quest's D-rank status, Noir easily locates the creature using his sage skill. However, the constant headache from using the skill forces him to find another way to alleviate the pain without relying on Emma for kisses. Noir successfully captures the grasshopper and returns to the guild. There, Lola rewards Noir with 250,000 rel and offers him a special monster extermination quest. Emma, feeling jealous of the growing closeness between Noir and Lola, immediately intervenes. She insists on helping Noir with the quest, and the tension between the two women intensifies. Noir tries to calm them by saying both are important to him. After the commotion dies down, Lola still invites Noir to dinner, but Emma warns him against accepting, fearing Lola might take advantage of him. During the quest, they are attacked by a level 17 goblin, which they easily defeat. However, they are then confronted by a dangerous level 24 big rabbit.
Big rabbit! Level 24. Emma は下がって。
手を出さないで。だってノルが活躍したら。
それ以上に風に踊る気象みたいだ。
遅いよ。やったるぞ。風打ち。
飛んだ。
Noir manages to save Emma from the rabbit's attack, but Emma feels weak and frustrated. Noir decides to edit Emma's skills to make her stronger, but his LP is low. To replenish it, Noir asks Emma for permission to bite her ear. Reluctantly, she agrees, and Noir's LP increases. With Emma's enhanced abilities, she successfully defeats the big rabbit, feeling proud of her newfound strength. Returning to the guild with proof of their victory, Emma thanks Lola, acknowledging that the quest helped her grow stronger. Their relationship begins to improve. Noir, using his newly acquired dimension space skill, brings the big rabbit to the guild, where they all enjoy a meal together. Lola becomes even more captivated by Noir's abilities, and Emma feels proud of him. With enough money now, Noir can afford to register for the Hero Academy, and everyone at the guild congratulates him. Noir feels that his life has changed for the better, thanks to Olivia, and he plans to visit her again, though she is eagerly awaiting his return due to her loneliness. Noir and Emma finally enter the academy after paying the registration fee. They meet Maria Vienna Albert, the Duke's daughter. Noir uses his ability to learn that Maria is cursed and will die at 16. The next day, Noir is surprised to find Alice in his bed, growing closer to him. Alice promises to work hard to enter the Hero Academy next year. At the academy, Noir and Emma are placed in the same class. Emma offers a kiss to increase Noir's LP, which they do in the bushes. Upon entering class, many students look down on Noir because of his lower noble rank, while others flock to Emma because of her higher status. Maria approaches Noir and Emma, shocking everyone since Noir doesn't know how Maria recognizes him. Noir wonders why Maria is cursed to die at 16. The students train in self-defense with their teacher, Ilna Strong, a former mercenary. Ilna challenges Noir and easily defeats him. However, Noir learns Ilna is at a much higher level than him. Ilna announces a special prize for anyone who masters her technique, motivating the students. Noir creates a backstep skill and wins the prize, causing envy among the male students. Ilna assigns group work, and Maria chooses Noir over a higher-ranked noble, explaining her respect for Baron families. Noir and Maria form a team. During the exercise, Maria accidentally falls on Noir, and Amane rushes to help her. Noir suspects Maria's pain is linked to her curse. He realizes it would take 8,000 LP to remove the curse, which seems impossible. Noir uses the Sage skill to find ways to gather LP quickly. He learns one way is by touching girls, which would give him 2,000 LP, but it's still not enough. In pain, Noir kisses Emma to relieve it, angering Elna, who punishes him with laps around the field. Noir later seeks advice from Lola at the Adventurers Guild. She tells him that Maria's curse could be lifted by a sacred girl named Luna, but Luna's schedule is packed for the next 3 months. Noir, feeling indebted to Maria, asks Lola to introduce him to Luna, determined to save her. Lola and the sacred girl, Luna, meet Noir and Emma to discuss Maria's curse. Luna explains that she once met Maria but refused to lift her curse, as it was a powerful death curse. Luna is saddened by Maria's worsening condition, with only 1 week left. Using her curse removal skill comes at a high cost. Every time she heals, her lifespan decreases. Despite this, Luna is determined to help Maria, feeling responsible because her mother, also a sacred girl, sacrificed her life to remove curses. Noir learns that Luna's healing abilities come at the expense of her life. When a child is injured, Luna heals them but becomes exhausted and fearful of using her powers.
僕には
これから先きっと見つかる
ですね。
ああ、人を救う、それが私の使命。ヒールショット。
すごい。
Noir suggests they visit Maria's house, but Luna's fear makes her reluctant. Lola urges Luna to be honest, and Luna admits that removing Maria's curse could kill her, making her feel like a failure as a sacred girl. Lola is upset that Luna didn't reveal this earlier but reassures her by embracing her. They begin brainstorming ways to save Maria without sacrificing Luna's life. Noir proposes a solution: editing Luna's skill to exchange the lifespan cost for financial cost, but he doesn't have enough LP to do it. Noir explains that LP can be gained by various means like eating good food, earning money, or fulfilling worldly desires. Lola suggests they attend a nobles event, a harem exhibition, where they can earn money by winning a competition. At the event, they find it crowded with people wearing masks. The event is hosted by a noble who has been betrayed by women, and many of the attendees are men angry about harem relationships. Noir realizes this event is a form of emotional release for them. At the start of the event, Noir began to feel uncomfortable and wanted to leave this place. It was clear that Maria's condition was worsening, and her time was running out. Amane was anxious and hoped someone could save Maria. Back at Noir's location, the harem event began, and the audience appeared very enthusiastic. They were ready to judge, criticize, and hurl insults at participants who did not meet their expectations. When the first participant arrived, a man with 3 harem members, the atmosphere suddenly changed. The audience became silent and began mocking them for their appearance, bullying them with harsh remarks, which made the participants cry. Noir, witnessing all of this, felt scared as the group received only 61 votes from a crowd of 1,000 people, which was a terrible result. Emma wanted to leave due to the tension, but Lola encouraged her, promising to help Noir face the situation. Hearing this, Emma decided to stay, even though she was nervous, because she wanted to help Noir. The following participants also faced the same fate, ridiculed and harshly treated by the audience. However, when the 9th participant from the rival guild, Adventurers, appeared, they managed to turn things around by earning 2,700 points, due to their beauty, which made the audience envious and frustrated. When Noir's team performed, they introduced themselves to the audience, and their actions received praise. Emma's charming appearance caught the attention of the crowd. Then Luna stepped forward, introducing herself and claiming she could heal any wounds, including heartbreak. Lola followed, inviting the audience to join their guild, further making everyone envious of Noir for having 3 beautiful women. In the end, Noir's team scored 2,925 points, the highest in the event's history. However, there was still one final challenge. They had to please the audience with 3 prepared scenarios where each member of the harem had to show affection for their master. Before continuing, Emma, Lola, and Luna discussed their strategy for this final challenge. The first scenario began when Noir was feeling cold. Lola, Luna, and Emma approached him and warmed him up, which made the audience envious. In the second scenario, when Noir had a fever, Lola and Emma massaged him to help, while Luna fed him in a very affectionate manner. These actions made the audience even more envious. In the final scenario, the members of Noir's harem showed their strength, and to everyone's surprise, Emma, Lola, and Luna kissed Noir, making the audience feel overwhelmed by the romance. In the end, Noir's team won the event with the highest score and received a prize of 1 million coins as well as a significant increase in Noir's reputation. Next, they went to Maria's house. Upon arriving, they met Amane, who was crying because Maria's life was nearing its end that midnight. Fortunately, Noir informed Amane that he knew about Maria's curse thanks to his sage skill, and they all wanted to help lift it. The curse Maria suffered was from a witch that had been defeated by her ancestors, but only Maria was affected. Despite her efforts, she couldn't get rid of the curse. However, she still wanted to make her parents proud by joining the Hero Academy in her remaining time. She accidentally met Noir, and Amane took Noir and Luna to Maria's room, where they explained their plan to save her. Luna couldn't help earlier because it would have put her life at risk, but this time, they could use Noir's skills to exchange lifespan for money, which made everyone relieved. Amane then mentioned that Maria had known about Noir's special abilities since the Academy's exam when he defeated a monster. Amane suspected that Maria had this knowledge due to her ability to read people's emotions, possibly caused by her illness. When Maria woke up, Noir assured her that he would save her. Maria asked why Noir was so kind to her, and Noir explained that Maria had accepted him from the beginning, even though he came from a low noble family. That's why Noir wanted to free Maria from the curse that threatened her life. Noir felt a bit dizzy after using his skill, as his reputation dropped significantly. Seeing this, Maria suddenly kissed Noir and felt happy to be near him. Luna then prepared to remove Maria's curse. As the process began, Maria experienced great pain while resisting the curse, but with Luna's help, they managed to break the curse.
いい加減に。
The pain Maria felt in her chest slowly disappeared. Noir used his evaluation skill and confirmed that the curse was truly gone. Everyone was overjoyed, especially Luna, who felt the burden lift after saving Maria, someone she had once refused to save. Maria thanked Noir and promised to spend the rest of her life to help Noir. On the other hand, Emma and Lola, who witnessed this moment, felt happy but also a bit jealous. As they returned home, Noir felt glad for saving Maria, but Emma and Lola were concerned, as Maria seemed to like Noir, and even Luna appeared to be starting to have feelings for him. Afterward, Noir met Olivia and told her that he had lifted Maria's curse. Olivia, however, suddenly noticed a stronger scent from Noir. Noir explained that he had received many kisses that day to boost his reputation. Olivia, surprised by this, immediately asked Noir to kiss her as well. However, due to his nervousness, Noir only kissed Olivia on the forehead, prompting Olivia to jokingly request a more passionate kiss from him next time. Maria's parents here gave Noir and the others a reward of 100 million coins, and it was clear that everyone wanted to help Noir start a business selling monster materials. However, everyone was so eager to assist that Noir felt overwhelmed and decided to escape, leaving them behind. When he arrived at his family home, his parents were shocked by the large sum of money Noir had received. His father wanted to manage the money, but Noir refused because he feared his father might gamble it away. Finally, Noir suggested opening a specialized shop for monster materials and wanted his father to manage the store and paperwork to ensure the money was safely handled. His younger sister, Alice, would supervise their father to make sure he didn't misuse the money. Afterward, Noir planned to explore a dungeon to find materials for his shop. Before doing so, he met Olivia, who initially didn't respond to him, causing Noir to panic a little. But when he touched her stomach, he realized Olivia was just pretending, upset that Noir hadn't visited her sooner. Olivia then suggested that Noir create a skill to teleport between floors, which would allow him to quickly ascend different levels of the dungeon, though it could only be used once every hour. Noir finally arrived at the 5th floor after exploring the first 3 without encountering any monsters. There, he found 2 monsters that had died and assumed they fought each other. However, when he walked further, a black lion appeared, startling him. Noir couldn't see any information about the lion because he wasn't sure he could defeat it. He attempted to flee using his flashlight skill and the floor teleportation skill, but before he could, the lion asked him not to panic and requested his help. Noir felt uneasy, especially upon seeing a tulip growing on the lion's head. The lion, named Torimaru, then explained that it needed help finding someone on the 6th floor. Curious, Noir agreed to assist. During their journey to the 6th floor, while eliminating monsters, Torimaru explained that it had come to the dungeon with a companion named Vassel. After reaching the 5th floor easily, Vassel wanted to go alone to the 6th floor to disable some traps and told Torimaru to wait behind. Strange as it was, 350 years had passed, and Vassel had still not returned. Although Noir suspected that Vassel might have died, Torimaru believed Vassel, being an elf, could still be alive on the 6th floor. Torimaru had stayed behind because of a promise to Vassel and would wait no matter how long it took. Noir, feeling sympathy for their loyal friendship, agreed to go to the 6th floor. Upon entering the dark floor, Noir used a new skill to help him see in the dark. However, he was soon surrounded by 6 zombies, each able to split into 6 parts, hence their name. Luckily, Noir managed to find a room to escape, where he discovered zombies that looked different. Upon closer inspection, he realized one of them was likely Vassel, the person Torimaru had been searching for, who had turned into a zombie. Noir quickly used his zombie restoration skill to return Vassel to his original form, although it took a considerable amount of LP. Once revived, Noir explained to Vassel that Torimaru had been waiting for him for 350 years and had promised to stay on the 5th floor. Vassel, surprised, recounted how he and Torimaru met when he was attacked by monsters, and Torimaru saved him. After that, they became friends. Vassel explained that when Torimaru met other creatures, they usually drew weapons and saw them as enemies, but Vassel was different. He extended his hand in friendship. They had come to the dungeon to search for treasure for Vassel's beloved, and Vassel had found a code in ancient literature. Eventually, Vassel decided to go alone to the 6th floor because he didn't want to keep being protected by Torimaru. Noir understood Vassel's feelings and realized that he couldn't make Torimaru wait any longer. When they reunited, Torimaru was relieved that Vassel was still alive. Vassel apologized, saying he had given up on conquering the dungeon and planned to go back home to meet his beloved, who might still be waiting for him. Unfortunately, since his hometown didn't accept other races, Vassel and Torimaru would have to part ways. After they met, Vassel felt guilty for making Torimaru wait so long and believed that the centuries of waiting had been in vain. But Torimaru gently explained that he wasn't waiting out of obligation, it was her choice. Every day spent waiting for Vassel had a special meaning for Torimaru. For him, waiting wasn't a waste, but something truly valuable. After leaving the dungeon, they parted with heavy hearts, but Vassel was happy for the time he had spent with Torimaru. Once Vassel left, Torimaru returned to the 5th floor. Noir, curious, decided to follow her. He found Torimaru there, crying because he had to part with his friend. Noir, understanding the feeling of loss, offered his friendship just as Vassel had done for him and invited Torimaru to stay at his home. Torimaru, deeply moved, accepted the offer, and they left together. Torimaru felt that the 350 years of waiting had found new meaning, meeting Noir, who offered friendship. When they arrived at Noir's home, his father was surprised to see Torimaru. Noir introduced Torimaru as his new friend, and his family welcomed him with open arms. Noir also planned to make Torimaru the guardian of the specialized material shop they would soon open. Meanwhile, Alice, curious, began to touch the tulip on Torimaru's head, causing Torimaru to feel a bit ticklish. When Emma visits Noir's house, she suddenly hugs him tightly, which boosts Noir's LP significantly. This intimate action is witnessed by many people, making them both embarrassed. At Maria Academy, Amane greets Noir, and Maria, now fully recovered thanks to Noir, can take the exam. Ilna-sensei explains that the exam involves gathering materials from specific monsters on a list, with points assigned to each. Students must collect at least 10,000 points to avoid extra summer classes. Emma and Noir decide to team up to find rare materials, with Emma aiming for a dragon. They head to the guild to ask Lola for quest suggestions. At the guild, Lola is upset because Sarah, another receptionist, has taken 2 adventurers from her. Despite a rule against poaching, Sarah has done so, leading to a confrontation where Sarah challenges Lola to a duel. If Lola wins, Sarah must stop poaching, but if Sarah wins, she will become Noir's guide. Noir, impressed by Sarah's seductive skills, feels conflicted but continues with the plan to find rare materials. Luna then joins Noir's team to become stronger and protect Noir from Sarah. After defeating dungeon monsters, they collect various rare materials. They plan to trap the dragon instead of confronting it directly due to its hostility toward humans. After preparing weapons and skills, Noir, Emma, and Luna set out to find the dragon. They track it using Noir's sage skill, but Noir suffers a headache from overusing the skill. Emma kisses him, and they proceed with the trap.
I really doubt dragon is. Let's put our plan into action!
Yeah! All finished. It's perfect. Of course.
Okay, I'll take care of the rest. They both take too much on. Time to wake up. I gotta hide.
The dragon is captured, and after a tough battle, it is defeated.
Go! All right, let's do this!
They collect the necessary materials for the exam and give the remaining ones to Lola. Lola is grateful, but Sarah's points are much higher due to her tough quests and promises of rewards. Lola is furious and takes Noir aside, giving him a special service coupon, which raises his LP. Noir reassures her, and she thanks him with a kiss. Later, Noir heads to the dungeon to gather more rare materials and meets his teacher, Olivia, who suggests he use a fusion magic skill to combine spells. Noir successfully uses the skill to defeat zombies and grows stronger. Reaching the 7th floor, he finds a strange forest underground, unaware that someone is watching him. Noir soon encountered a group of wolf monsters feeding. Wanting to avoid trouble, he left quickly. He was approached by a spirit named Dryad, who asked for his help. She explained that a monster was draining her energy, and she wanted Noir to defeat it. When Noir reached the location, he saw a golden bee sucking the tree's nutrients, causing Dryad pain. Despite his doubts, as the monster was stronger, Noir felt hopeless and enraged. Dryad, seeing his struggle, kissed him, giving him strength. Noir sought advice from his teacher, Olivia, who warned him of the risks but eventually shared how to defeat the monster. Determined to help Dryad, Noir planned to find the golden bee's nest, mark it, and led wolves there as a distraction. After a tough battle, Noir used a combination of water and lightning skills to defeat the golden bee.
Nori.
Left. Water drop with lightning strike!
Afterward, Dryad revealed the location of a treasure with rare items useful for Emma and Noir. She also helped Noir discover the dungeon's 8th floor door. Although they had to part ways, Noir promised to return with food for her. Back at the guild, Noir gave Lola the rare items, and the tournament between Sarah and Lola to determine the top receptionist adventurer began. Lola won by a single chip, which upset Sarah. She accused Lola of cheating, but with no proof, she couldn't act on it. Sarah, disappointed, gave Noir an invitation to her house, making Lola jealous after her earlier flirtation with Noir. The next day, Noir gave Emma a wind item from the dungeon. After consuming it, Emma became stronger and gained 2 new abilities. However, she seemed upset. Emma invited Noir to dance with her at a party that evening. Though hesitant due to his low rank, Noir didn't want Emma dancing with someone else, so he agreed. Emma mentioned that Noir might not care if she were kidnapped, leaving Noir confused. Emma refused to explain further. At home, Noir received news that the material shop was still unavailable because nobles had blocked the baronet family from renting it. He promised to take action. Later, at the party, Noir saw many nobles gathering. Emma's parents, Layden and Romy, greeted him and asked if Emma had told him about something important, but Noir was unaware of anything beyond the dance. Emma appeared in a stunning dress and took his arm. Before the main event, a duke warned about a famous phantom thief targeting his precious gem, the mermaid's tears. The duke had hired the best adventurers, the Lanu party, to guard it. Noir was shocked to see one Lanu member with a high level. Emma appeared scared after hearing this, and Noir asked if she was alright, but she assured him she was fine and asked him to dance. Due to the nobles' ranking system, Noir was to dance last. Mike, a noble from the Kental family who had once been rejected by Emma, approached and challenged Noir to a dance-off for Emma's attention. The winner would get a date with her, and the loser had to back off. Mike danced first, receiving applause for his skills. When it was Noir's turn, he was nervous, but Emma reassured him, advising him to enjoy the moment. Noir used his dancing king skill to dance exceptionally well, impressing the audience and receiving more applause than Mike. However, the atmosphere changed when the lights suddenly went out, and the phantom thief appeared, planning to steal the gem and kidnap Emma. Noir recalled Emma's earlier fear and realized the thief had acted swiftly, kidnapping Emma and taking the gem. Noir, determined to save her, joined the adventurers assigned to catch the thief, despite Lila's objections. Using his evaluation skill, Noir saw that the thief had summoning magic and warned Layla to be careful. The thief summoned a large firebird, and a battle began. While Layla fought the firebird, Noir used gravity magic to slow its movements, allowing Layla to attack more easily. Noir also exploited the thief's weakness to lightning magic, using water-infused lightning to defeat the thief. Layla finished it off with her martial arts. After the fight, Noir checked on Emma, who was still unconscious due to the thief's magic. He praised Layla for her impressive skills, and she revealed her background as an adventurer raised by her parents. She had come to the kingdom to train with her brother, who was now part of Lanu. Soon, the Lanu guild leader arrived, but Noir sensed something off about him. It turned out that the leader was actually another phantom thief. He attacked them with powerful gravity magic, intending to make Emma his wife. Noir, despite the pressure of the gravity magic, fought on to save Emma. Emma, now conscious, joined in and attacked the thief with her magic. After defeating him, the thieves were captured. Grateful for the help, the Duke supported Noir in opening his rare items shop. However, Emma's growing closeness with Noir's brother sparked some jealousy. At the academy, Ilna announced that a new student from outside the kingdom would be joining, and it turned out to be Layla. Noir was surprised to learn that Layla was transferring into their class. Ilna-sensei decided to seat Layla next to Noir, which caused other male students to grow envious of him, as he was often surrounded by beautiful women. The next lesson was scheduled for outdoor training and a highly anticipated hot spring bath. When the students headed to the bath, Emma was excited, but Noir warned her not to enter the bath, fearing the men might try to peep. Emma and the others reassured Noir, knowing he would stop anything from happening. Though Noir was concerned about being disliked by the men, he didn't want to betray the women's trust. As they continue, Ilna reminded them to stay alert. However, Hajor dismissed her warning, which led to Ilna striking him as a lesson. If they weren't cautious, monsters could attack. Layla, being an experienced adventurer, took charge of organizing the group. As they moved on, Hajor, who had a trap detection skill, warned Noir to back off when they encountered a trap. But Hajor seemed to want to show off in front of the women. While the others were distracted by some flowers, a pixie approached them. It claimed the trap was set by bandits and insisted it wasn't a harmful monster, but Noir was suspicious, knowing pixies often deceive humans and can control monsters. Ilna, as she said, only observed and didn't intervene. The pixie offered a shortcut to the hot spring, and the students, eager to relax, followed it. Noir drew his sword, and sure enough, they were led into a monster's nest. The pixie ordered its monsters to attack, but the students, focused on reaching the bath, fought back without panic. Upon reaching the hot spring, the female students prepared to bathe, and the male students promised not to peep, which put Noir at ease. However, the situation quickly changed when Hajor led the boys in a plan to spy on the girls, calling it Operation Male Release. They wore masks to conceal their identities and tried to persuade Noir to join them, but Noir refused. He didn't want to betray the trust of the women, even though the men were angry at him. As the boys chased Noir to the bath, Ilna blocked their path. Though Noir explained he wasn't involved in the spying, Ilna wasn't convinced and decided to test him. Noir had to stop the boys, and even though Hajor resisted, Noir helped Ilna. However, Hajor had secretly strengthened his muscles with potions and magical items to overpower Noir. Hajor tried to convince Noir again, but Noir refused to join him, seeing women's bodies as sacred.
It's futile now.
I'll handle this, Noir.
I mean now.
Yes, since you saved me, I'll let this slide, Noir. Move your hands away from me already.
I am so sorry.
You're stronger than usual.
It out, huh? Yes, it's also I can see the girls in our class. Spent my entire life saving to collect tons of magical potions and other.
Your stupidity has reached a whole other level. You seriously did
Point. He definitely has a point with the girls' feelings. Just because we want to pursue our own selfish desires, girls are something precious to be cherished. But cheating to get a peek...
You stupid traitor! Ah!
Trust danger.
This fight's all about a man's true convictions. There's no...
Death, no matter what!
No way!
Always gonna win the battle! I guess that's all. Emma naked.
I cannot lose. Creative. Make the powerless skill and bestow it on him.
What?
I'm not going to lose this battle of determination.
Looks like... And it seems I got to witness your true determination.
Miss Elna, you...
And just what's so funny, huh?
After fighting, Hajor was defeated, but he had distracted Noir long enough for Ken to sprint toward the bath. Noir tried to slow Ken down with his weight skill but couldn't catch up. Using a large amount of LP, Ken reached the bath first. Fortunately, the female students were alert, thanks to Ilna's warning. Noir, exhausted and out of LP, felt relief but was weak. Unexpectedly, the women allowed Noir to join them in the bath, though he kept his eyes closed. Thanks to the experience, Noir's LP instantly increased by 10,000. As time passed, Noir successfully opened his material shop, with the help of his friends. They were all happy to contribute, and after discussing the shop's name, they all agreed on the idea from Torimaru. Stalgia Rare Materials. Noir's father had prepared everything for the shop's opening to ensure everything went smoothly. The countdown started, and the shop was officially opened. Shortly after, customers began to arrive. Noir's father felt proud of his son's accomplishment, and Noir was thankful for how much his life had improved. He had managed to go to school, make friends, help people, and open a shop, all thanks to Olivia. Meeting his teacher, Olivia, had drastically changed his life. After the shop's opening, Noir met Olivia again and promised to repay her kindness by freeing her one day. Olivia was happy to hear this but asked Noir not to push himself. Noir assured her that he wouldn't worry about it too much. Afterward, Noir consulted the sage about how to free Olivia. The sage informed him that the answer might lie on the 15th floor of the dungeon. Curious, Noir headed there, but on the 14th floor, he found a sign directing him to go down path 1 if he was alone. He walked cautiously and found a trap ahead. Deciding against risking it, Noir turned back and told Emma about his intention to free Olivia as a way of thanking her. Emma understood and agreed to join him on the quest. Together, they took path 2 and entered a room, only to find that the exit was locked, and they were surrounded by monsters. The monsters demanded that Noir and Emma drop their weapons, and they complied. The monsters then asked for food, and Noir offered them some cakes. After tasting the cake, the monsters enjoyed the treats but then demanded Emma to act funny by imitating a pig. Though reluctant, Emma performed the act, but she grew frustrated as the monsters continued to mock her. When the monsters asked for more cakes, Noir used his skills to make poisonous cakes, which caused the monsters to fall ill. With that, Noir and Emma finally reached the 15th floor. There, they found Olivia, chained up. However, upon closer inspection, they realized it was a fake Olivia. A message told them that to proceed to the next floor, they had to free Olivia without killing her. When the fake Olivia woke up, Noir realized that it was not Olivia but a death chain that mimicked her. They needed to defeat this creature to free the real Olivia. Noir's attack was easily countered, and the creature began to assault him and Emma. As the situation grew dire, Noir decided to retreat with Emma toward Olivia's real location.
Whoa, no way, she's so strong! Alright now, I guess it's my turn.
Strike! Be careful!
Take that!
okay?
Just get a room already, you two. You're really pissing me off. Oh, man.
Once there, Noir explained to Emma about the death chain mimicking Olivia. Emma asked Olivia for the creature's weakness, but Olivia instead asked about Emma's chest size. Noir insisted Olivia stop joking and focus on the situation. Olivia, though grateful, tried to convince Noir to leave the death chain behind and live a free life. Noir, however, felt indebted to Olivia, especially since his life had changed because of her help. He was determined to rescue her from the death chain. Suddenly, for a brief moment, Olivia seemed to see a figure resembling Noir from her past. After contemplating a plan to gather information about Olivia's weaknesses, Noir decided to go back, though he felt exhausted. Luckily, Lola and Luna served him a sandwich treat that restored some of his LP. The next day, Noir went to read Olivia's archives, hoping to find information about her weaknesses. In the archives, he discovered a record of Olivia's past battle against the holy girl Littering, which caused her some difficulty due to her opponent's sacrifice skill. To defeat the death chain, Noir realized that he would need to create a similar skill, even if it meant sacrificing some of his other skills. On his way back, Noir encountered a fake of his teacher, who explained that Olivia had been trapped and tortured for 200 years to extract information from her reactions. Hearing this enraged Noir, and he began sacrificing several of his skills. As a result, he temporarily gained greater strength. However, when he tried to attack the fake Olivia, he was struck by a sword infused with lightning attributes, which immobilized him and left him in a dangerous condition. Let's flash back. Exactly 200 years ago, a young man who closely resembled Noir asked Olivia to be his teacher. At first, Olivia kept refusing his request, even though he pleaded. However, the young man didn't give up and continued to follow Olivia everywhere. He had a big dream to become the world's greatest adventurer, a promise he made to his childhood friend who had passed away. Seeing his determination, Olivia finally set a challenge. If he could manage to land a hit on her in battle, she would become his teacher. They fought, but unfortunately, the young man failed to land a blow. Olivia told him to give up on becoming an adventurer because he had no talent. Despite this, he didn't give up and continued following Olivia. Over time, Olivia became moved by his determination and started giving him advice on how to defeat various monsters, including goblins. Slowly, she felt that maybe she could be a good teacher. However, before she could truly take on that role, Olivia heard tragic news. Her pupil had died saving someone from an iron goblin attack. She felt guilty for not accepting him as her disciple from the start and for not teaching him the skills that might have saved his life. After that, Olivia only remembered him going to a dungeon and being trapped there for 200 years. One day, Noir appeared, with a face very similar to that young man. He too wanted to become the greatest adventurer. Overcome with guilt, Olivia decided to pass on all her skills to Noir. Not just to help him, but also to ease the guilt she carried for abandoning the young man years ago. Olivia hoped that by giving him this power, she could at least feel some inner peace. More than that, she just wanted Noir to survive and keep smiling. Back to the present, Noir found himself in a situation where he was unable to fight against the stronger copy of his teacher, the Chain of Death. Soon after, Emma, Lola, Luna, and Layla arrived to help Noir. They came to repay Noir for all the help he had given them. The battle began, but Layla was seriously injured by a counterattack from the Chain of Death. At the same time, Luna suddenly weakened while trying to heal the others.
Hey, what's happening?
Now, Layla, move in!
You're mine! That was a pretty... I'm sorry.
Layla!
Affected by a curse from the chain's copy that made Luna feverish. With his friends injured and his teacher's copy pushing him further, Noir felt more and more alone. The Chain of Death kept making Noir's abilities chaotic, pushing him into a corner.
40! Kills again?
Did you figure it out?
She's unbelievable! Insane? She's way better at using skills than I am.
Do that, then you'll at least survive.
The Chain of Death told Noir to give up because he was so weak. Despite knowing the difference in strength, Noir refused to surrender. He decided to sacrifice all of his skills, except those given by Olivia, to defeat the chain. Unfortunately, even his strongest attack wasn't enough to injure the Chain of Death. The Chain of Death then used a fiery attack to burn Noir. But with the last of his strength, Noir split the fire and landed a final, lethal strike on the Chain of Death.
She's to die! I just have to do this!
Noir won the battle but was exhausted, almost unconscious due to the excessive use of his LP. His friends helped restore his LP after the grueling fight. Finally, Olivia was freed from the chains that had held her for hundreds of years. Noir embraced her and cried in her arms, deeply moved by Olivia's suffering all these years. Olivia tried to comfort Noir, revealing that she had never told him about the pain she endured during the 200 years to keep him from worrying too much. But now, she realized that Noir had become far stronger than she ever imagined. She thanked Noir for freeing her. Noir also thanked Olivia because his life had drastically improved thanks to her. Noir's life began to flourish, with his material shop getting more visitors. He spent his days as a student at a regular academy, surrounded by loyal friends who helped him, even with his LP training. Despite everything going well, Noir and Olivia decided to venture into the dungeon again, where Noir aimed to become even stronger. Olivia faithfully accompanied him, wanting to make sure he stayed on the right path. Now, Noir was ready to face new challenges.
Hidden dungeon, only I can answer it!